man down, bullies, blow the man down.
To me way, blow the man down.
Blow the man down, bullies, blow him away.
Give me some time to blow the man down. We went over the bar on the 13th of May. Way, blow the man down. But Gallagher jumped and the gale came away. Give me some time to blow the man down.
As I was a-walking down Paradise Street,
Way, blow the man down.
What is going on, my reptile junkies, and I guess fish junkies too, because this is the fish video, part 4 of the series we're doing. And before we get into that, guys, I want to say real quick, I'm not trying to get all political or anything. My heart really goes out to the families of Dallas. My prayers, my family's prayers.
Absolutely.
It's a bad thing that happened. Nobody won in that situation. All the way around, somebody lost somebody. There's no winners or losers, bad guys, good guys in that situation. And
But
guys,
we appreciate your service.
Really do appreciate your service out there. Any law enforcement, the guys, we need to all come together as Americans. These terrorists that want us dead, they're probably looking at us right now laughing, and I just it breaks my heart. So just wanted to say that real quick, guys. Put that out there. And, on to something, a lighter note, more happier. And first, y'all gotta look at Daisy real quick down here. Alyssa said it
Hi,
was
Miss Daisy.
Rainbow Princess Day. Now,
Yeah,
I'll be
it's
honest,
Rainbow Day.
when I first saw this, I was like, oh, you poor thing. Now, this is our oldest dog. She's right in her 20s, and she's hardly can see, hardly can hear, but
Yeah, she's half deaf, half blind, about 21 years old, and she has been the best dog ever.
But when I saw that, I gotta admit, the first thing that come to mind is I just watched a video from Smet Logic. Most of y'all are probably, if you're subscribed to me, you're subscribed to him, but he has this awesome herping channel, and his last herping video, him and his son both had these crazy shirts. He had one of like Einstein smoking a pipe, and they kept this little punchline going. What's cooler than a king cat and such, but you gotta go check it out. But Smet Logic, what's cooler than a rainbow daisy?
Yeah, a rainbow daisy dog.
Anyways,
Okay. You coming out? Come on.
all right, guys. Part 4, fish. I guess we'll do the saltwater pond last. Let's run out to the back deck. A lot of y'all would ask about my poor koi pond. Take you out there and show it to you and see what you think. Stay tuned, guys. All right, guys, here's my little outdoor pond. This is one of the first things I actually built when we had first moved out here. The upper is just like a bought 150 gallon from Lowe's, and I keep mosquito fish and minnows in there. You can probably see them swimming around. It's really been neglected here lately, but the fish are doing good. There's a couple crawfish in there. I pull them out, feed them to the Suriname toad and the lionfish, and the grouper like them from time to time. Here's a 300 gallon. This is the same kind of trough my lagoon is. What I did is it goes from that filter up and into this pond, and then water falls back in, you know, to this pond. So I got a good water rotation, and we had a lot more koi than this at one time. Some of these are regular goldfish that are in here still. I think there's only 4 or 5 left. We lost a few this past winter, and also had a raccoon that loved to start coming up here at night and eating my koi. Yeah, this is my little outdoor. Hopefully here maybe in a few months this is going to look totally different. I'm hoping to close this in completely, and this is going to be where Poseidon, you know, my big Asian water monitor, this is where his enclosure is going to end up, is right out here. I'll be able to see out the kitchen at him. Hopefully keep this and use it, you know, as his watering hole, and I think it'll work out like a champ and give him a lot more space that he's going to need for sure. That's my future plans for it. So I really ain't planning on adding any more fish or anything, you know, to that. And if I do, it'll probably be brim or something that I can feed off. But still a nice little spot to come out and chill, and it's cool. It's been daggum hot here, guys. So there it is. Let's go check out the reef. All right, in here is the reef. Hey, Domino. There's my 100-gallon reef, which it's really fish only with, I've got just various mushrooms that came in on live rock or people's give me, and I've really never been huge into all the different corals. I really enjoy the fish, but to me, you know, the corals, they're really touchy for one. They cost a pile, and you know, I've just never really been huge into it. But these mushrooms and such, they've done great, really, really well. There's all my fish. Some of you should love her. Thinking about the new Dory movie that just come out.
Finding Dory.
Yeah. That's a blue tang, powder blue tang, my butterfly, yellow tang, maroon clown. That is actually a regular common damsel. He's huge.
It was.
He's a king damsel actually. And Tamimi tang, another yellow-tailed damsel. There's isn't that one a pseudo? The yellow purple back, or is it purple back pseudo? I don't know. Somebody tell me what that one is. I can't remember. The yellow one with the purple back there. But yeah, this is my reef. I've had that fish right there since she was about the size of that little guy. I mean, just a little bitty thing. She has grown and grown. We've had that fish as old as Cameron is. So 10 years old at this point. It's crazy. Crazy to think about that. I started with a 30-gallon, guys, and just, you know, stopped here really. Which I had a 120. It started leaking, and my local fish store, Bob's, he had this 100-gallon and give me a really good deal on it. And this overflow in the back goes down into the sump. You probably can't see that being dark. Yeah, Domino, checking it out. You're always here, ain't you? Photo bomb. Guys, there's my reef. Hang on with me. We're gonna walk back out in the shop and check out the lagoon. Stay tuned. All right, guys, back out here in the lagoon room. Marley's joining us this time. So that's Daisy and Marley. You've seen my dogs and the 2 cats, and I'm counting dogs and cats if you're still playing along with the contest. Sorry again, guys, that it's taking me so long to get this video. I had the worst case of poison ivy. Oh my Lord, it was awful, awful, awful. I've been in and out of swamps and everything else, and actually a storm came through, tore my back fence down, and I was back there clearing bushes, and I got it up my arms, and there's a little bit left. Just the scars there, and then on that side. It was up and down both arms, something awful. Anyway, to the lagoon. This lagoon is where the name Lagoon Room came from. I actually built this initially because my stingray right there, and I had, if you followed us back to the first couple of videos early on, you know, the lagoon, I had 3 stingrays and 3 sharks, that lionfish, and the panther grouper is what the original stocking was in here. Well, my male stingray would not leave the females alone. It was just constant. It constantly badgered them. They started losing weight. So I got rid of the male, and my smaller of those 2 females never recovered from that. I don't know if it just stressed her so much she couldn't get away, but I ended up losing one of my stingrays. And if you had watched in my earlier videos, I talked about that, you know, my sharks, there's a horn shark, a gray-banded bamboo, and I had a coral cat shark. Well, I had to make a decision as to which sharks I wanted to keep, and which right now they're hidden away too, but I never would see the coral cat shark, even though to me it was one of the most stunning sharks with the color patterns and such, but I never would see it. And I saw the horn, and I just fed them. If you caught it earlier on, that's why the water's a little stirred up still. But these guys stay a lot more active, so those are going to be the 2 sharks that eventually I'll just get down to 1 unless I go bigger. I really want to go bigger. But they're all thriving, doing awesome, doing really awesome. Oh, and that guy, I picked him up. That was actually on one of the sharks I caught while I was in Florida. If you guys watched the shark fishing video, one of the bull shark, the last one I caught, we actually caught that guy off of him. He came up on the beach. And brought him back. That's your pilot fish, shark sucker. He's done really, really well. Sometimes you'll see him hooked on to the ray or to the shark, but most of the time he sticks to the wall and just catches bits of food in that current. Yep, seen somebody dart through. Guys, that's the lagoon. Really hope I ain't boring you out too much. That's all my fish, and I guess I can show you real quick where all the filtration happens. Mohawk dog. What's cooler than that? Hey, Poseidon. This is the filtration. And of course, I use only reverse osmosis water. 1 can is strictly straight fresh water. I keep a full can, and then usually I do my mixing in the other for this and the reef tank. I run the gravity in this pond at about 122. Of course, the gravity on the inside, it stays at about 125. This is all it is for filtration, and this has worked like a champ. Just for oxygen exchange, it goes through the bucket. The buckets are full of live rock down there. This one comes out of the pond. Everything feeds through protein skimmer, and it dumps right back out into the pond, and everything's filtered. It's real simple being out here on the outside of the garage. I've been able to, you know, do my water changes. There's a breeze. I got Poseidon's water line still running out, but yeah, doing that really is a breeze, guys. Just dump the water and move along. So, well, I really hope I didn't bore you too much. I was really tired, but I wanted to get this video out. It's been wide open every which direction the last couple weeks, and but guys, I sure hope you enjoyed it. Once again, don't forget about the families of Dallas and families all over. And I guess that's it. Guys, I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.